This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google IvyPanda Free Essays.
The perception of the self according to Socrates. The perception of the self, according to Socrates, explains the nature of man and the rationale on which man thinks. Socrates believed that man is a product of his thoughts. Socrates questioned the way we attach importance to what people say without understanding the principle of individual thinking. The capacity of a man is a product of the self in him. This formed the basis of Socrates' argument. He emphasized that man must believe in his or her principles and should not follow the wagon effect of society. We find ourselves in situations that will require our careful examination, but we often accept what people say on the issue. Socrates proposed that logical thoughts would be more productive than accepting a patterned way of doing things. The product of logical thinking is a patterned thought which is not influenced by the majority. To further his arguments, Socrates proposed a method of logical thinking. He believed that this would help each person evaluate his or her actions and thoughts based on the strength of logical thinking. Critically examine people's comment and assumption. The common belief should be subjected to examination. The belief that it pays to work hard or that marriage makes a man responsible. Put forward a reversal to these statements. It is true that the society follows fashioned assumptions. One should be able to find a reversal to these assumptions. Provide a proof that man can be responsible without being married and show that hard work doesn't always pay in the end. These reversals to a patterned way of life will help an individual build his or her confidence. There are no credible statements than yours. When you are able to find the reversals to the statements, you will conclude that many statements and assumptions are misleading. This will help you build your confidence in logical thinking. Formulate your statements from observations. The examination of logical thinking will provide the basis of new statements. Marriage can make a responsible man live happily, and wrong work is different from hard work. Develop yourself. Make it a habit to always examine the statements of people and find a reversal to those statements. The strength of a man is weighed by his actions and statements. This is the defining principle on which we must stand. Socrates argued that philosophy can be analyzed not only by the elites but by the common man. The ability to make a statement devoid of what people think or say is a product of self. Socrates emphasized that the human soul is immortal and is a product of different perceptions. Socrates believed that the human soul exists in two forms: the transformation realm and the constant position. The evil in the human mind is a product of the benefits he or she imagined. An individual will act based on his or her perceived thoughts, which is based on what good he or she will derive from the action. In conclusion, we are what we think of ourselves and we must act accordingly. Socrates provided examples to show that philosophical thinking can be done even by the common man. Logical thinking is the ability to examine each statement independently, not minding the opinion of the majority. This essay on the perception of the self according to Socrates was written and submitted by your fellow student. You are free to use it for research and reference purposes in order to write your own paper. However, you must cite it accordingly.